Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, people. How y'all feeling? I know y'all feeling good. Welcome back to this power. Wow, I told you we was gonna jump right into this book of Jasher. This book of Jasher. Okay. Now, hold on one second. Let me get that up out of here. Okay, this book of Jasher, okay, referred to in Joshua and the second Samuel, okay, from the origin Hebrew into English, Salt Lake City published, okay, it is not written in the book of Jasher, Joshua. Behold, it is written in the book of Jasher, 2 Samuel 18, all right? And we're going to get into 2 Samuel 18, but this leads us to a lot of our questions. So when you check us out, especially when we talk about, I think it's a correlation, it's a war. Okay, it's a war going on in 2 Samuel. And I think it's very intricate to putting pieces together as far as these wars against the Hebrews. Okay, now like I told you, if there was a judgment, which there was a judgment, okay, by your king David, okay, that by your priest king, to where he had the number Jasher, he had to number Jasher, he had to number Jasher, and we'll get into that. All right, we'll get into that. Okay, so what we want to do is get into the we want to get into chapter 91. Like we said, remember I told you when we come back, I'm going to hit y'all over the head with this chapter 91. The elders judge Israel. They drive out all the Canaanites and inherit the promised land. Okay, the elders judge Israel. They drive out all the Canaanites and inherit the promised land. Okay, we're going to get into that in the book of Jasher, but before we do, let's go to this Hebrew chart, man, because we want to break down the word Jasher. Okay, so let's jump over to the paleo, and remember, man, you can go straight to 432thedrop.com, just like I do. Bam, see that? You got the Hebrew Aleph Bet right here. You got the Hebrew Aleph Bet right here, okay? The Hebrew alphabet chart, right at the 432 to drop, man. We loaded, we locked and loaded. So, one-stop shop, man. All right, one-stop shop. Okay, so within this chart, and you can go right here to live. So if we're just going to the paleo, the picto, you can go right to the live drop. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so now how we spell Jasher is Jasher, right? In your Greek alphabet. Okay? In your Greek alphabet. So when you break down that, right? So let's do it. Let's break it down. Okay, so we got the J or the I, right? Okay? So when you get to the name, all right, to the name, because every letter of the alphabet or the alphabet comes behind a name. It has a meaning. It has a name. Okay, so let's do the spelling real quick. May we? Shall we? Okay, the J or the I is Yad. Okay. Then we go up to the A. The A is L, okay? Yad L. But then we're going to get into the sounds also. Remember the sounds, okay? Yad L, okay? So, but that Yad is a Ya sound. Okay, let's go back down. When it comes to the J, okay, when it comes to the J, whenever you see a J and you're referring to Hebrew, you must make a Yad, a Ya sound. When it comes to the J, a Yad sound. Okay? and that sound is just Y, ya, ya. Okay, so that's yad or ya. Get to the A, L, yad, L, or what's the sound? Silent. So it's going to be extended with the Y, which is ya. Okay, ya. Okay, that's J-A-S. Let's get to the S. Let's get to the S. Okay, the sound that S is sh. So we got yash, yas, yash, yash. Okay, and that is shin. So we got yad el shin. Yad el shin is yash, right? Okay, now we have H. See the H right here, J-A-S-H. H has the het, but that sound is just ha, 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 just ha. So, Yad el shin ha, ha. Yad el shin ha. But it's Yad el shin, right? Okay, so that'll be yeah, still with the H sound, so you just yash, yash. Okay, now let's go to J-A-S-H, E, E. The E sound is still a H, so it's extending the H sound, the sound, or the H sound, okay? And that's H. Hey would be in modernized, but it's ha. It's ha for the breath. Ha or for the breath. Okay? So that's yasha or yasha. Yash yasha. Yasha. Okay? So then E, so now let's go to the R. Yasher. Okay, now the R, which makes a R sound. And that's resh. That's resh, the head of man, the resh. Okay, first. That is first. So when you put it all together, Jasher, Jasher, is Yasher, Y-A-S-H-H-R, Y-A-S-H-A-R, Yasher, Yasher. What is Yasher? Okay, Yasher, where you go to the chart, and Lex did this too. You go to the chart, you do the Israel, and you get the same thing, Yasher. So you do the I, the S, the R. Okay, you do the I or J again, you get Ya, S, Sh, Yasha, R, Yasher. Okay, Yasher, Israel is Yasher, Yasharael. Yasharael is Yasher, which is Jasher, which is Jasher. Alright? And that's Paleo. That's Paleo Hebrew. Okay, so let's get back to Jasher, which is our book. Alright? 91. Let's see if we get some drums or some flutes real quick. Shabbat Shalom. This is the Shabbat. We are in the Shabbat. Peaceful, 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 peaceful. Peaceful vibrating family. I hope everybody's vibrating. Shabbat Shalom, man. I hope you're ventilating and vibrating, man. Oh man, my brother's King is texting me right now, but I managed to let my phone stay off, so tonight is just off. I can receive calls, but I just can't dial out because the bill is due. You know, you give these people $1,000 over years of time, and they'll cut your bill off, even when it's a day overdue. So, oh well, right? So yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, L, for the compliment. Appreciate that. But we know all praise go to the Most High. So we gonna keep on doing it for the Most High. So Jasher, chapter 91. Okay, let's get it popping. Let's get it started. Let me hit you over the head with some real shit. Okay. So at that time, after the death of Yahashua, the children of the Canaanites were still in the land. So at the time after the death of Yahashua, the children of the Canaanites were still in the land, and the Israelites resolved, and the Jasher resolved to drive them out. And the children of Jasher asked of Hawa, saying, who shall first go up for us to the Canaanites to fight against them? And Hawa said, Yehuda shall go up. That's Judah, Yehuda. In Hebrew is Yehuda. And the children of Yehuda said to Shimeon is Simon in Hebrew. Shimeon, go up with us into our lot, and we will fight against the Canaanites, and we likewise will go up with you in your lot. So the children of Shimeon went with the children of Yehuda. Okay, that we're going to work together against these Canaanites to move them off the land. Smart thinking. Give me 1 second, please. All praise. But how's life treating you? How the grid treating you, man? It's hectic, ain't it? It's always fast paced. Nobody cares for you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about what you're doing. Every man for himself. Smoky. Breathing in smoke all day. Other people smoking cigarettes, smoking weed. You got niggas doing crack on the streets, heroin, all type of other drugs you never even heard, all passing you. Niggas asking for change. Babylon at its finest. But then you could just come here and get hit over the head, or come here and get the drop. All praise to Wall. Alright, so man, let me mellow you out a little bit, because it's stressful on that grid. ×2. So let me try to mellow some mood out. Jump into a playlist real quick. Alright, let me see what we got. Nah, I can get there a little faster. There we go. Alright. See what we got. See what we got. Yeah, we liking them flutes. We liking those flutes, man. Let me turn it down a little bit. Alright, man. Yeah, we just wanted to vibe out a little bit, because I know y'all had a stressful day. We all had a stressful day. But remember, it's the Shabbat. So once that sun go down, we supposed to vibe out in 4, 3, 2, 9 above. Alright. Let's pray for understanding from our Creator. Okay, let's get into it. So in the children of Judah, the children of Yehuda said to Shimeon, go up with us into our lot. So they had to go up into their lot. So the Canaanites were in their lot. Go with us into our lot, and we will fight against the Canaanites. So they were in their shit. And we likewise will go up with you into your lot. So they had to get them out of the land. So the children of Shimeon went with the children of Yehuda. And the children of Yehuda went up and fought against the Canaanites. So Hawa delivered the Canaanites into the hands of the children of Yehudah, and they smote them in the Bezek, 10,000 men. And they fought with the Adani Bezek in Bezek. And they fought with Adani Bezek in Bezek, and he fled from before them, and they pursued him and caught him, and they took hold of him and cut off his thumbs and great toes. Yeah, this is Shimeon, and this is Yehudah. And Adon-Bezek said, 70 kings having their thumbs and great toes. He said, 70 kings having their thumbs and great toes cut off, gathered their meat under my table, and I have done. So Hawa has recruited me, and they brought him to Yaharusalam, in Hebrew, Yaharusalam, and he died there. And the children of Shimeon went to the children of Yehudah, and they smote the Canaanites with the edge of the sword. And the Lord was with the children of Yehudah, and they possessed the mountain. And the children of Joseph went up to Bethel, and the same in Luz, and the Lord was with them, Hawa. And the children of Yosef, Yosephi in Hebrew, spied out Bethel, and the watchman saw a man going forth from the city. The watchman saw a man going forth from the city, and they caught him and said to him, show us now the entrance of the city, and we will show you kindness to thee. And the children of Joseph spied out Bethel, and the watchman saw a man going forth from the city. And they caught him and said to him, show us now the entrance of the city, and we will show kindness to thee. And that man showed them the entrance of the city, and the children of Joseph came and smote the city with the edge of the sword. And the man with his family sent away, and he went to the Hittites, and he built the city. And he called the name thereof Luz. So all the Jasher dwelt in their cities, and the children of Jasher dwelt in their cities. And the cities of Jasher served Hawa all the days of Yehudah or Yahashua, and all the days of the elders who had lengthened their days after Yahashua, and saw the great work of Hawa, which he had performed for Jasher, which is Israel. And the elders judge Jasher, Yasharael, 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 after the death of Yahashua, for 17 years. After the death of Yahashua, for 17 years. And the elders judged Israel after the death of Yahashua for 17 years. And all the elders also fought the battles of Jasher against the Canaanites, and Hawa drove the Canaanites from before the children of Jasher, in order to place the Yasharael, in their land. And he accompanied all the words which he had spoken to Abraham, Isaac, and Yahakobi. That's Jacob in Hebrew. Yahakobi. And the oath which he had sworn to give to them and their children, the land of the Canaanites. And Hawa gave to the children of Jasher the whole land of Canaan, as he had sworn to their ancestors, and the Lord gave them rest from those around them. And the children of Jasher dwelt securely in their cities. Baruch, blessed Baruch in Hebrew, be Hawa forever. Strengthen yourselves and let the hearts of all you that trust in Hawa be of good courage. The end. So, and the Lord gave to the children of Yisrael the whole land of Canaan, and he had sworn, as he had sworn to their ancestors, and Hawa gave them rest from those around them, and the children of Yisrael dwelt securely in the cities. So he separated Jasher, or Yasharal. Yasharal had their own cities, separate. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So as you can see, I mean, it's self-explanatory. So we had, in this case, had to drive them out. So another thing, man, I want to get into. Another thing that I want to get into. Well, before I go, I mean, you can see, man, as we say over and over again, Yahashua. Did you see what he done? You understand? This is at the time. Look how Yahashua was able to get the children of Jasher and Shimeon to defend themselves in their land. This is after the death of Yahashua, or Yahashua. So that's a beautiful thing. But man, I wanted to, my brethren, my sisters, man, I wanted to get into something, man, and I don't really do this. I don't really be getting into the politics, but I think it's something that we need to touch on. We need to touch on, man, just to be up on the game, be aware, man, so we don't get hit over the head with no bullshit. Okay? So we don't get hit over the head with bullshit. Okay. Let's go to The Guardian, man. TheGuardian.com. TheGuardian.com, man. TheGuardian.com. Defiant, Donald Trump confirms U.S. will recognize Jerusalem as capital of Jasher. I mean, yeah, okay, I can dig it, but what are you talking about, man? Because when you talk about this, you, son, is not talking about our people. So therefore, it's a problem. Unless you're talking about over here, unless you're talking to you, we got a problem. Okay? Defiant, Donald Trump confirms U.S. recognize Jerusalem as capital of Yisrael. My announcements marks the beginning of a new approach of the conflict. Palestinian president says U.S. have abdicated its role as the mediator. Donald Trump has defied overwhelming global opposition by recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Talking about over there, though. Over there in the so-called East. But insisted that the highly controversial move would not derail his own administrating bid to resolve the Israeli and Palestinian conflict. In a short speech delivered at the White House, Trump directed the State Department to start making arrangements to move the U.S. Embassy to Tel Aviv, to Jerusalem, what they call Jerusalem, a process that officials say will take at least 3 years. So, keeping it real, unless you plan on moving all those white people out of that place, there is no way that place is Jerusalem. And there is no way that those are the children of Jasher. There's no way possible. I'm telling you, man, y'all ain't gonna get it right until y'all sojourn with your people. Cause we waking up, man, aren't we? Army family, aren't we waking up? We waking up from the depths. We waking up. The sleeping giant is awoke. He's wakey. He's wakey bakey, family. Oh man. He's wakey bakey, family. So I don't know, man. Really, it just sounds like you finna move the United States Embassy over there. It just sounds like it's about to be a war between you white folks who consider yourself all these typology racists. That's all you are. That's all you are. I'm afraid you're just typologies and verbatims of the real indigenous people. All right, so it says it's gonna take him 3 years to move the United States Embassy to Tel Aviv. Okay, I have determined that it is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Yisrael, Trump said. While previous presidents have made this major campaign promise they failed to deliver, today I am delivering. Trump said, my announcement today marks the beginning of a new approach to the conflict between Yisrael and the Palestinians. Right? But who he's calling Yisrael is who they call the Israelis, who are also white people. Hey man, I'm just keeping it so 1,000. The president's announcement provoked condemnation from U.S. allies and a furious reaction from the Palestinian leaders and the Muslim world. Because you know that's a Muslim and a Christian state. And the furious reaction from the Palestinian leaders and the Muslim world. Within minutes of Trump's announcement, U.S. embassies in Turkey, Jordan, Yarden is Jordan in Hebrew, Yarden, Germany, Britain issued security alerts urging Americans to exercise caution. Security alerts? Americans? Security alert? Caution? The United States Security Council is likely to meet on Friday to discuss the move after a request by 8 countries on the 15-member body, including the UK, Italy, and France. Trump stressed that he was not stipulating how much of Jerusalem should be considered Jasher's capital. Palestinians see the so-called East Jerusalem as the capital of their own future state, and Trump did not rule out a future division of the city. So I guess what if that's Israeli, then what y'all making these Palestinians? They're Yehuda? They're Yehuda? Come on, man. A division of the city. We are not taking a position of any final status issues. We are not taking a position of any final status issues. including the Pacific boundaries of the Israeli sovereignty in Jerusalem. So they are not taking any position on any final status issues or the resolution of contested borders. Those questions are up to the parties involved, the president says. So he's basically, they're not setting any borders up to say how much land it would contain Jerusalem. So man, I got a video because y'all thought I was playing, but like this shit is only in all the news medias. You understand? So could it really be true? Because we know how the news lied to us, man. So could that really be true? Could Trump, you know what I'm saying? Could this really be written in stone? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he has the capability anymore. Okay, as we can see, right? This is Trump, right? Where is he supposed to be? In the Oval Office somewhere? But we can see this shit look blue screen, man. This the same shit they did with Obama when they come to the press conference. Where are these people? Are they even in America? Are they even in America, man? Making all of these demands? Demanding that Jerusalem? You talking about the land where the Nagas? Remember, Jerusalem is where the people are. So if the Naga, if who you call the Naga isn't over there, how the F are you calling that Jerusalem? Listen to this, man. Listen to this.
Today we finally acknowledge the obvious, that Jerusalem is Israel's capital.
That Jerusalem is Jasher's capital. I mean, that's cool if you talking about over here. But you talking about where, I'm going to show you where they talking about in 1 second. U.S. President Donald Trump has declared Jerusalem the capital of Jasher. Wow. The move breaks with decades of the U.S. foreign policy and could threaten the peace process.
We are not taking a position of any final status issues, including the specific boundaries of the Israeli sovereignty in Jerusalem.
You heard this nigga say it with his own mizalf.
The sovereignty in Jerusalem, or is of the Israeli sovereignty in Jerusalem, the specific boundaries,
right here.
Status issues,
right here.
Any final status issues, in position of any final status issues, taking a position of any we are not taking a position of any final status issues. We are not taking a position of any final status issues.
You hear this? What does that mean?
We are not taking a position of any final status issues, including the specific boundaries of the Israeli sovereignty in Jerusalem or the resolution of contested borders. Those questions are up to the parties involved.
This is a historic day.
Your gang versus my gang. They're going to war it out, man. They up to the parties involved. They're going to war it out.
President Trump, thank you for today's historic decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. The Jewish people and the Jewish state will be forever grateful.
He said, sorry about that. He said Trump's decision. Wait a minute. Let's go back to who this was. Do we ever find out who this was? Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Do we? Okay, this is Palestinian president. Okay, Mahmoud Abbas said Mr. Trump has destroyed his credibility in the region. What region? In the eastern region. So-called eastern region. This is Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Abba. We already know what Abba mean, right? Call himself daddy. Mamad Abba. Abba means father, so he calling himself daddy. Palestinian President Mahmoud said Mr. Trump has destroyed his credibility in the region. Trump's decision tonight would not change the status. Trump's decision tonight would not change the status of Jerusalem. It will not give legitimacy to Israel in this issue. It will not give legitimacy to Israel, to Yasharael in this issue. Because Jerusalem is a Palestinian and an Arab Islamic Christian city. Talking about over there, yeah, where you call in the Middle East, where you trying to call Jerusalem is a Palestinian and an Arab Islamic, Arab Islamic, right? Which they're not real Arabs, but they can be Christians all they want to, but it's an Arab Islamic Christian. Oh, you ain't know they was converting? Oh yeah, they worship Jesus now. You didn't know? All right, so let's go. And the eternal capital of Palestine. The U.S. will now begin preparations to move its embassy into Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Wow. Okay.
The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
The fundamental question of our time is whether the West has the will to survive.
Okay. So, it's crazy. I mean, it's real crazy. So y'all seen it for yourselves. We read it. We seen the words, and we also read the words. Trump declares Jerusalem as capital of Israel. So those of you, have you ever been over there? All right, there's a couple things about it I just don't like. It's a bunch of the lies, the fables. Mount Nebo, for instance. Mount Nebo in your so-called Middle East, where they say Yasharael, where Israel is supposed to be, right, in Egypt. Well, the Mount Nebo, where Moses was able to see the whole Judah. He was supposed to see the whole Judah from that Mount Nebo. Well, the Mount Nebo in Israel is only about I think 2,000 kilometers. It's only about 2,000 feet, if that. It's only 2,000 feet high, if that. So can you really see all of Judah? Okay, but if we go to Mount Nebo, which I showed you, Kurimayo, which I hit you over the head with one in the video, extension from the Yehuda Go Home video. I hit you over the head with that. We climbed to the top of Mount Nebo, which is 12,000 feet. So now you compare this Mississippi versus this Nile Valley. Okay, now you see the minerals of the Mississippi. Our Mount Nebo is 12,000 feet, where we can see all the plains of Yehuda. All the plains of Yehuda. Now you compare that to a no more than 2,000 feet high mountain over in your so-called Palestinian, right? Palestine, right? All right, man. So let's check out Israel's racism. The land where they are declaring Yerusalem, the land that they are declaring Israel, they're claiming Yasharael. How? Check this out. See, the people haven't. See, you think our people aren't woke. Don't trip because no, their people ain't woke. White people still tend to believe that all blacks are a cursed seed from this Mormon theology. Remember, in the Mormons, they didn't allow priests in America. If they were melanated, if they were carbon, the real autochthon, you understand? They're so-called black. They didn't allow any black priests to be in the priesthood of Mormonism, in the priesthood until 1979. Why is that? They taught the world. They taught the world that black skin was cursed and that the black seed was from the seed of Canaan. And so now you have everyone thinking that the Indians in America are mixed white people. Not only that, you hide our priest people. Our priestly people is being hidden for some reason. But we on the hunt and we're willing to find, and we on that ass. You can believe it, you see it. So this controversy that's basically a distraction, man. But I gotta hit you over the head with this because this shit is comical. It's comical, y'all. Don't even get mad, it's comical. But yeah, I mean, notice something has to be done. Let's check it out. This is called the persecution of African migrants. So you know the deal with white folks. All black people are Africans to them. So anytime in 2018 that you hear Africans, them niggas don't know who they talking about. They don't know the American tribes versus any other, especially lame, folks with no common sense. So let's check it out.
Since 2006, about 60,000 Africans have arrived in Israel on harrowing treks through the Sinai Desert, fleeing poverty, persecution, ethnic cleansing, and genocide.
So they're fleeing poverty, execution, and genocide. From who? These are who they call African migrants, migrating Africans. These are black folks migrating where? To Egypt, to Israel, right? You would think like that ain't that well, okay, if that's where Jasher is. If that's where Israel is, then Jasher's supposed to go there, right? I mean, that's where Israel is, right? But why are niggas not welcome? Because they on that bullshit, because those people are not of you anyway. That's why they're not of us. Check it out.
As refugee camps across Africa fill up and Europe closes its gates to asylum seekers, Israel became the next best option.
You hear him? He said Israel closed their gate to asylum. Asylum. Abshalom. Asylum. Abshalom. Abshalom is who? Abshalom is David's son. Asylum. Abshalom. Abshalom. Shabbat Shalom, family. While we own that.
Accessible by land and said to be a developed democracy. But instead of providing them with safe haven, Israel is both refusing to grant them any benefits and denying them the ability to work legally to support themselves.
Denying them,
Faced with poverty and
denying them any benefit legally to work for themselves. Listen to this, because this is food for the tummy.
Since 2006, about 60,000 Africans have arrived in Israel on harrowing treks through the Sinai Desert, fleeing poverty, persecution, ethnic cleansing, and genocide. As refugee camps across Africa fill up and Europe closes its gates to asylum seekers,
so they got to go over there to refugee camps because they're not accepted. They have to come over there to Israel, a land that is supposed to be for you. Melanated man, descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. But you got to go to a refugees camp because you're not accepted nowhere in Yasher, because that's not Yasher. That is not Jerusalem.
Israel became the next best option, accessible by land and said to be a developed democracy. But instead of providing them with safe haven, Israel is both refusing to grant them any benefits and denying them the ability to work legally to support themselves. Faced with poverty and exploitation, a new nightmare unfolded.
Now, who are these people? Who are these people? These are your so-called Yasharael? How? How so? Explain to me. Somebody explain to me, please. Nah, we ain't doing no bashing, bro, but we just correct. How can you bash something? I'm not talking about you. I'm keeping it all the way 1,000, man. I'm keeping it 144, man. I'm keeping it all the way 144. Who is this?
New nightmare unfolded.
It is not too late. We can take action tomorrow. I don't have to tell you who they represent. You see the so-called Star of David and all this Arabic, right? Start rounding up the infiltrators. We don't need to wait for Supreme Court. So they want to start rounding up the infiltrators. Who are the infiltrators? As you've been following along, the infiltrators are these quote so-called Africans. We don't need to wait for anything. Round them up tomorrow morning. Outside my house, I see shit, spit, and psychopaths. Outside my house, I see shit, spit, and psychopaths. Just waiting for the chance to murder me. You can see it in their eyes. See, the problem is these type of people, these people with fur, they always think that in order for them to have freedom, someone must be enslaved. And maybe that's true because of how you think that in order for me to be free, that you gotta be I gotta enslave you because you won't allow me to be free. If you had any power. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. That's a fucked up way of thinking, man. But who are you? Who are you? Maybe because you don't bear a soul, that's your highest way. My lower self is your high self. Maybe. Nobody believe us. You're racist. We're racist because we want to preserve our lives and our sanity, but they're insane though. But they insanely think. And it's so many, because there's so many of them people who know they are not Real Hebrews. That's the crazy part. Come on, man. Those who have an ear, let them hear. So I'm proud to be a racist, and it's our right to be racist. If I'm racist in order to preserve my life, then I'm proud.
While protests raged in the streets against the presence of asylum seekers from Africa, the man who held the power to determine their fate, Deputy Prime Minister Eli Yishai, demanded their expulsion.
If they grant me all the tools, and I am trying to acquire all the tools, and it's not easy, if they grant me all the tools without exception, in less than 1 year, not a single infiltrator will remain in the state of Israel. And what does that mean? Not a single infiltrator will remain in the state of Jasher. What does that mean? That means no nigga will be able to enter into that state. I mean, shit, I ain't mad. I'm not mad at that, man, because you know why? It's gonna be a war in that state, man. White folks gonna be warring with each other like they always been doing for the last year. I mean, decades. But this time it's gonna be even worse between that Muslim state and this so-called man.
And the few isolated Israelis who dared to protest, like this woman, were met with harsh backlash.
You should be ashamed of yourself. May you be raped and then say amen after that. You should be ashamed. This is these so-called Israelis. These people are supposed to be descendants of your people. They're telling people who are sojourners or maybe don't have a problem with black Jews. He's telling them that you should be raped. Amen. You should be raped. Amen. You should be raped. Amen. You see it for yourself. I ain't making this shit up. Look at the anger. So all these people are supposed to be Jews in the state of Jerusalem. What the fuck do they got on? What the fuck do they have on in the state of Jerusalem? This is supposed to be in the state of Israel. What are they wearing? What are they wearing in the state of Israel? Oh wow, these are labels. Oh wow, these are sunglasses. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is a religious state. Where are the fringes? Who are you married to? To a nigger. Yeah. To a nigger. Yeah. You are married to a nigger. Both of you, get out of here. He's probably talking to her and her child or something. There's a child saying you married to a nigger because her probably child has melanated skin. Racism in Israel, in Jasher. This not Jasher. This ain't Jasher, man. You married a nigger. Get out. Get out. You married a nigger. She has no shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. This coming from the stringy hair people. Go back to Sudan and save your country. They're in Egypt, man. Oh man. They're in Egypt. They're in Mizraim. They're in where you think. They're in where nothing but melanated people were born. That's the funny end. And this ain't melanated people. I'll stick.
At the anti-African rallies,
This is Michael Ben Eri. Ben is Hebrew also. I think that means the son of the Most High. Ben, member of the Knesset 2009 and 2013.
documented, one figure was ubiquitous, a member of Knesset named Michael Ben Ari. In August 2010, we interviewed him at his Knesset office.
Now, Ari could mean Aki, like it sounded like he said Aki. So Ben mean the seed of the Most High. Ari or Aki meaning brother, brethren in Hebrew, paleo. Alright. I have a home there. He's talking about in this so-called Jasher in Israel. How can you call this expulsion? Every civilized country in the world would do the same. Meaning that they feel like they have a right to only have white people in this so-called Yasharael in the city, and have the right to name it Yaharusalam when Yaharusalam is where the people are. Alright, man. So, but there are those who are hostile to the state, and therefore they want to turn it into a state of people from all over the world. We'll bring in 1 million Africans. See, there they go again with this 1 million Africans. So they'll allow 1 million so-called blacks, okay, 500,000 Philippines, 2 or 3 million Chinese, and that's the end of it for Yashar. Not really, because if it was how it's supposed to be, all these people that you name, Philippines, Chinese, all these are Nagas. Israel or Yasharael is supposed to be a Naga state. So it would totally make sense. Why is it threatening if there were to be another 1 million Africans here? He asked him the question. So let's run with this African thing, all right? It is threatening because there will no longer be a Jewish state. He means there will no longer be a white state. That's what he means, because what? Are there not black Jews? Were there not black Jews at the Pentecost? Were there not black Jews at the Pentecost? Because there's plenty evidence. Even Lee Williams say, the author of Negroes at the Pentecost. All right, there's plenty evidence. So it won't be a Jewish state. It won't be a Hebrew state. Like, man, who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? All right. Or state. Wait, listen. Or country of different from other countries. So he's saying our country won't be different from other countries. You know what I'm saying? So it's evil powers fighting. You know, even though these are not the real descendants, they still trying to emit chaos. Our country is a Jewish state, a Jewish and democracy state, democratic state. It is very delicate balance. In some cases, the two contradict each other. Jewish and democratic, he means. But yeah, it's enough of that. So y'all see, man, y'all can dig into that as much as y'all want to, but man, check that drop out, man. Check that drop. It's called The Persecution of African Migrators in the Holy Land. All right, man, real quick, I just, some shit to shake shit up, Drop hit me with this, man, so I'm just, hit you over the head with it. As we do, Shabbat, big ups to the Shabbata. It is the Ark of the Covenant really buried. Is the Ark of the Covenant really buried in a small Canadian island? Okay, welcome to the Maritimes. Yeah, okay. For 200 years, rumor has swirled that hidden treasures lie buried on Oak Island, a 140-acre plot of land off the coast of Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia. That's South America. Over the centuries, thousands of people have devoted ridiculous amounts of time and money to find it. Where is Nova Scotia? We hear Drop talking about that a lot, man. It sounds Russia, but Scotia, Scottish. Where is Nova Scotia?
Here's a map of Nova Scotia, Canada.
It's in Canada, right? But as we know, Canada is right by New York. Those lands are Greenlands that's connected right to New York in Maine. Okay, Nova Scotia. Over the centuries, thousands of people have devoted ridiculous amounts of time and money to finding it. Their adventures are a litany of awesome, catastrophic failures as they chase after tall tales of hidden gold, crown jewels, and even the Ark of the Covenant. But why did these treasure hunters focus on this unassuming little island in the Maritimes? Let's find out. Okay, stories circulating around the Oak Island told of fortunes and treasures hidden underneath the ground. Due to Nova Scotia's connection to pirate activities in the 17th century, in 1795, a local boy, Daniel McGinnis, found a circular depression in the ground roughly 10 feet in diameter. Daniel recruited two of his friends to help explore the area in hopes of finding pirate treasure. The three boys began digging, then hit a layer of stone, and then a layer of wooden planks 10 feet further down. The three stopped at 30 feet. The three boys stopped at 30 feet, convinced no one would bury someone in such manner unless it was extremely valuable. A few years later, the trio obtained the help and funding the Shimeon lens to further investigate the pit. As they dug deeper, they passed more wooden planks and layers of putty, coconut husk, and charcoal. Okay, there actually see the main pit going down to the 30 feet. The main pit on the right was first digged in 1795 by McInnes, Vaughan, and Smith. And secondary pit far right was drilled by the Toro Syndicate in 1849 and 1897. The Oak Island Treasure Company sunk a drill down the center of McGinnis' original pit. The whole area was littered with shafts sunk by other excavations. So there's the tree. Wow, as you can see this tree right here, this is how far they dug in front of the tree. And 30 feet down, oak platform sealed coconut fiber and putty around 18 feet. Okay, in 1804, Smith and his partner Simeon Lenz discovered and removed an inscribed stone tablet from the pit at 27, about 30 feet. Wow. Okay. The Turbo Syndicate drilled through oak, a layer of metal, more oak, another layer of metal, and finally a layer of spruce. They thought the drill had struck a treasure chest. That was at 32 feet. Okay. It was finally a layer of spruce. The flood tunnel, as soon as the excavators reached its depth, water rushed from the sea. Wow, it's called a flood tunnel. The Oak Island Treasure Company drill struck a sheet of iron. A sheet of iron. At 46 milliliters, the drill struck some soft stone, and below that a thin layer of oak. Oak. 50 feet in the ground, oak and metal. Then it struck loose metal. 50 feet in the ground, metal and oak. And a parchment fragment on which the letters V and I were clearly seen. Wow. V and I, that could just, I don't know if it was periods, abbreviations, but the V and I was representing Roman numerals. The letter what? 4. Okay. The mystery tablet. In the process of digging with Simeon Lenz, and the Onslow Company, at 80 to 90 feet deep, the workers found a stone tablet inscribed with a substitution cipher. Once decoded, the tablets read, F, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. The tablet divides the Oak Island community, with many believing it a ruse conjured up to attain additional funding. A ruse just mean some type of host. The location or scheme. The location of the tablet is currently unknown, so they don't even know what happened to the tablet. Shortly after finding the tablet, the diggers struck a solid block, believing it to be a treasure chest, and a sign of success only feet away. The workers stopped for the day. Unfortunately, when the crew returned the next morning, they found 60 feet of water in the pit. Initially, the workers thought the flood to be a consequence of an elaborate system of booby traps. The Onslow Company tried unsuccessfully to remove the water, as the diggers soon hit a flood tunnel connecting to the sea. The Onslow Company quit digging at the site soon thereafter. Man, it sounds like they should have kept digging at night. That's what it sounds like. They should have kept digging at night, man. Okay. In 1849, the Truro Company attempted to excavate the site using an auger, a drill bit with a helical screw blade that brings excavated material to the top as it continues to dig deeper. With the auger, the Truro Company bypassed the water, finding 3 links of gold chains for their work. A group working on the site after Truro abandoned its efforts found a couple of pieces of porcelain dishware, 100 feet into the ground, and a piece of parchment the size of a dime. Excavation of the money pit continued. Now it's a money pit. It's costing them a lot of money. Continued through the 1800s, bouncing from company to company with little success due to continual flooding. The Oak Island money pit collapsed on itself in 1860. So later excavations of the area continued throughout the 20th century, with John Wayne and Franklin Roosevelt involved in the investment plans to find the treasure. Most efforts concentrated on digging in areas away from the money pit, as the ground became too unstable to work with. 6 individuals died in over 200 plus years of digging. 6 people died in over 200 years plus of digging. Oak Island is now a popular tourist site. with some still looking for the island's secret treasure. Anyone with a license from the Nova Scotia Ministry of Natural Resources is allowed to dig for the treasure on the island. So if you and some friends are looking for a unique spring break trip, head to Nova Scotia. This is right near New York and Maine. Remember the New York Indians. So they got a plaque set out on Oak Island. Okay. 100 feet down they found wood, man. Wow. Hiding places for Knights Templars. A series of stone builders created a large cross on Oak Island. Sparks an association of Oak Island pit with the Knights Templar, leading to theories suggested the intricate pit is a hiding place for the Holy Grail or Ark of the Covenant. The 6 10 stones are situated around the island, and when connected on the map, create a 900-foot cross. A 900-foot cross. No other data links the Templars to the island. The Templars in Oak Island in Nova Scotia, near New York, put a 900-foot cross of stone. Some also propose the Oak Island money pit contains ammo and payroll intended for soldiers fighting in the Revolutionary War, the crown jewels of Mary Antoinette, or concrete proof of Sir Francis Bacon's authorship of plays attributed to William Shakespeare. Alright, so man, y'all check it out. Oak Island. Okay. Oak Island, Nova Scotia, Canada, which is now in Canada, but you know how it goes with these folks, man, in barrier lines. Indian country, barrier lines. Alright. So let me see, man. We got a little more time left. You know me. What I want to do is go over to the drop real quick. Let's go back over to the Drizzy, right? To the drop, that is. What I wanted to do, this is the library. This is the Presser John. This is the Papa Vool. Let's go. We want to get, look, I'm gonna just have to do it over. That's what I have to do. Okay, what we want to do though, we want to go over to give me 1 second. The drop, but we don't want to go to the chart. What we actually want to get to is our sister. Our sister. Alright, we heard the last drop with Miss Vanessa P. She was hitting you over the head. She was hitting you over the head with her journey. Okay, she was hitting you over the head with her journey, her root. Oh, hold up. We might drop shot, drop 5, squeeze, TDR. Okay, hold up a second, because I tried to go there the wrong way, maybe. Alright, so we'll just type it in real quick. Vanessa P. Okay. 1 second, 432. Okay, here we go. Vanessa P category. Okay, the last time, man, she hit you over the head, Miss Vanessa Perkins, our beautiful, our Yapa sister from Louisiana. So you gotta say it like that. You can't say Louisiana. You gotta say Louisiana. Louisiana. Alright. So big ups to my brethren, my family, kinfolk down in Louisiana and Marksville. Marksville and maybe a little bit of Streetport. We got Jacobys, my brethren, the Jacobs, Jacobys down in Baton Rouge, down in predominantly Marksville, Louisiana. Alright, we got Jacobys down there. That's the Jacobs. Um, big ups to everybody in Louisiana and all in the South, man. Big ups to all of you brothers, all you tribes. Um, but yeah, Miss V, our sisters, you know, she hit us over the head with the realness of the troubles that she went through in her journey. And she got the green machine, she got the green Dracon, con up, y'all, con up. But she got the green Dragon. Well, actually, it got total. So King, with the liberty of King Drop and the help of the tribe, we started a GoFundMe for her. Like I told you last time, please, 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 find it in your hearts. Okay, go in your pockets, help that sister out. We trying to get her a new van. We trying to get her new transportation to complete her travels, because she's narrating her complete travels. Okay, around the U.S. I don't know if it's the four corners. I don't know if it's Pacific, if she's being specific to her travels, but she's seen our land. Remember, the earth is our nest. Okay? The earth is our nest. We are the caretakers of the land. So understand, or overstand, that everything serves a purpose. So y'all go into your pockets, put foot to action. Alright, but you know, I want to go out slam dunk it style. Miss Vanessa P, man, she got a drop that take it all the way to the beginning. Okay? It's time to Shabata up and support Sister Vanessa's Van Fund. Click below to visit her new GoFundMe, okay? So y'all just go to the site, okay? Then we even got, appreciate that, Hiram March, Salma David on the road with Vanessa P, Cities of Gold. So you can go here, man. I'd rather you come here than YouTube and check out that site, because remember, we moving over to here, man. This is where the drop, this is where we'll be hitting you over the head 5 nights a week, baby. Or actually 6 nights a week. Alright? So Miss Vanessa, we love you. We love you, sister. Man, she's a grandmother, she's a mother, and she's a grandmama. Look at that beautiful hair, my sister. Alright? So let's get her back on the road. Okay? Now, this is her drop radio. Alright? On the road, episode 3. I want to get into the episode 1, man. Oh, so this is purification right here. This is purification. This is atonement. This is validation. Alright? We in the wilderness. We in the forest with this one. Oh, she's so, her sincerity, man. Her true righteousness. Okay? Oh, yeah, man. While we here, too, man. Don't forget to get your shot for that King's oil from Paco. Vanessa got shea butter and hair butter. You got the drop shirts, the hoodies, the hats, the mugs, and more. Yeah, oh yeah, drop. I just wanted to let you know I got my beanie in the mail, bruh. So one of these drops, y'all be catching me with that. Strictly, I'm representing 432. We always not above a firmament. Always not above a firmament, bro. Alright. So, let's check out this On the Road episode by Miss Vanessa P, our soul warrior. Our soul warrior, Miss Vanessa P. There we go.
Hawa, Hawa.
Hawa,
This is
Hawa.
D. Perkins coming to you again. I'm going to read Exodus 20, verses 1 through 17, which is the Ten Commandments. And the Creator spoke all these words, saying, I am Hawa, your Creator, who has brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You should have no other gods before me.
That's right.
You should not make for yourself a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath,
Hawa.
or that is in the water under the earth. You should not bow down to them nor serve them. For I, Hawa, your creator, I am a jealous creator, for visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation, to those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments. You should not take the name of Hawa, your creator, in vain, for Hawa will not hold him guiltless who taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you should labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Hawa, your creator. In it
Shabbat.
you should do no work, nor your sons, nor your daughters, nor your male servants, nor your female servants, nor your cattle, nor a stranger within thy gates. For in 6 days Hawa made the heavens and the earth.
Okay, so a clarification too, man, when it says you shall do no work. True, but let's say somebody is stuck in the hole. One of your family members or friends is stuck in a hole. You might have needed to get a tool to get them out. So that's the work of the Creator. So the Creator's work, deeds, as such, can be exercised on the Shabbat because it's doing the work of the Hawa. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, may you not go to work, receive money, do anything for money, spend money. No, because money is the root. Okay, not your root. Money is their root. All right.
And the sea and all that is in them, and he rested the seventh day. Therefore, Hawa blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be longer upon the land which Hawa, your creator, has given you. You should not murder. You should not commit adultery. You should not steal. You should not bear false witness against your neighbor. You should not covet your neighbor's house. You should not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor. Well, family, that's the reading of the Word, the Ten Commandments. Hawa, Allah, Hawa. Hawa, Hawa. Well, family, this is B. Perkins coming to you again. Much a hive to the tribe.
They
When
have,
my
sister.
brother Drop asked me to get on TDR, I was nervous. I'm not much of a talker. That's not my thing. I think it's time for me to come up out of my comfort zone. About 3 years ago, I was looking for an RV. So when I was leaving for Utah, I would have a place to stay. But that didn't happen. So I went anyway. I had all my camping gear. I was ready. Since coming back home to New Orleans, I started looking at van living. So I brought a 2000 GMC Savannah van. I enjoyed turning her into my little oasis on wheels. She's fully furnished from top to bottom. A kitchen, a full-size bed. I'm so excited about it. I even named her the Green Dracan. Phineas is breaking free. So I will travel the states to see the beauty of the Most High. I don't feel that the Most High made the earth so that I can stay in one place. I want to connect to Mother Nature. I raised my kids and help with my grandkids. It is my time now. I'm so excited about my travels. I will keep the tribe up on my travels. I will send pics of all the beauty that the Most High have created. My first road trip, I'm going to an RTR in Quartzsite, Arizona. RTR is stands for Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. There they teach you all about van living. People been living in their vans for 20 plus years. That's for the newbies like me who's just not coming into it, to teach me the things that I need to know about this travel and how to do it and which land we can go in and live for free. They teach you about your rig and how to build your rig. Like I do need solar panel in my rig. I haven't got there yet, but that's the next step for me. Then you also meet people like yourself who's doing it. It becomes like a traveling community. You get to see the beauty of the earth that the Most High have created, the different BLM lands where you can be free to enjoy the creation of the Most High, not having to worry about a rat race of it all with the sticks and bricks. Just enjoy your life the way the Most High intended it for us to be. I will also start a YouTube channel so that the tribe can see my travels and the essence of the land, to see where this journey takes me.
Beautiful.
Right now, you guys are listening to Horace Silver. He's a jazz piano player. The title of that album is The United States of Mind. I really like this album. Well, I'm going to end this with the 23rd Psalm, the Psalm of David. Hawa is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Hawa forever. Hawa, Hawa.
Wow.
Well, the name of my show will be On the Road with B. Perkins. Much aloha to the tribe. I thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I thank you for all of your support. With that being said, Hawa, Hawa.
Thank you, Sister V. Baruch, Baruch. Sister V. Zanup tribe for Sister V. Put foot to action, man. Her cause is a great one. Alright, so thank you 432 for keeping that all the way 144. And my brethren and my sisters, it is that time. Like I said, man, we'll be over here 6 days a week. Y'all can check us out. Other than that, you can check out the YouTube while it's still available. But ahab to y'all, man, and progress is never a slow process. Long as there's progress, it's foot to action, baby. It's righteous. So let's continue this climb out of our exodus. And let's stay not above. Remember, energy is law is vibration. And all that, it's a wall. All that. So, yeah. That next drop, we gonna get into that 2nd Samuel. On that next drop, man, we want to get into that 2nd Samuel on that next drop. Because, why? Why is because in the book of Jasher, okay, in the book of Gash, it said it. It gave us some type of indication. Okay, everything happens for a reason. So, in the book of Jasher, it indicated in the book of Jasher, Rael. Okay, it talked about 2 Samuel's 18 confirmation. Matter of fact, how about we go there? All right. Hey, and I suggest if any of you haven't downloaded the Britain Septuagint, please do so. Okay, please do so. 2 Samuel 18:1. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. 2 Samuel chapter 18 verse 1. This is Absalom killed. Who was he killed by? We'll get into that. Absalom is David's son, David's son. Absalom killed. But check this out. This is at the time when David numbered the people. Numbered. What does numbered mean? If y'all think we playing. Numbered in Hebrew means pakad. Pakad, a primitive root to visit with friendly or hostile intent. By analogy is to oversee, charge, care for, deposit, okay, avenge, bestow, deliver to keep, okay, enjoin. So he numbered the people. Who are the people? Who are the people? Congregate unit. It says specifically a tribe, as those of Yasharael that were with him, and set captains. Okay, so David numbered the people that were with him and set captains of thousands and captains of hundreds over them. Okay, and David sent forth a third party of the people under the hand of Joab. Joab was what? An Israelite. Okay, Most High Father. A third part under the hand of Abishai, which is also Jasher, father of Gib. He's also a Jasher. Okay, the son of Zeruiah, which is Tessaruah, feminine particle passive for the same as wounded. Tessaruah is also a Israel. Jasher. Okay, so all these Jashers who are captains over thousands, captains over hundreds, brother and the third party under the hand of Ithai. Ithai is what? Name of a Gittite and of an Israelite, of a Yesher. Okay? The Gittite. And where we go? Okay. Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, third party. And the king said unto the king who? This is David, said unto the people, I will surely go forth with you myself also. But the people answered, Thou shalt not go forth, for if we flee away, they will not care for us. Neither if half of us die, will they care for us. But now there art worth 10,000 of us. Therefore now it is better that thou scurry us out of the city. Thou scurry us out of the city. Thou scurry us out of the city. Out of the city. Properly part. Many. That is the Hebrew name for city. Many. Hence of many issues above, after, among, because, by the reason, among, ex, neither, nor, since, then, through, whether. Out of the city. Okay. And the king said unto them, What seemeth you best I will do. What seemeth you best I will do. And the king stood by the gate side, and all the people came out by hundreds and thousands. And the king said, and the king commanded Joab and Abishai, Ithai, saying, deal gently. Okay, but when you look up gently, an unused root meaning to move softly. Okay, a necromancer from their soft incantants as an adverb, gently, charmly, or secret, or secretly, softly. So deal secretly for my sake with the young man, even with Absalom. Deal secretly for my sake with the young man, even Absalom. Absalom was his son. Even all the people heard. All the people heard when the king gave all the captains charge, orders concerning Absalom. So the people went out to the field. The people went out to the field against Jasher. And the battle was in the wood. Okay? Yahar. Wood means Yahar in Hebrew, from an unused root probably meaning thickened with verdure, a corpse of bushes, hence a forest, hence honey in a comb, as hive in trees, forests, woods, in the woods of Ephraim. Ephraim is a masculine double fruit. Ephraim is the son of Joseph, also the tribe from him and its territory. Okay? So this was in the tribe of Ephraim. Okay? This was on Shem's ground, on Israelite ground, Yeshar's ground. Okay? Ephraim, and you can see that King David numbered Jasher and used Jasher to go against Jasher, as we call more on more, king on king. Do you understand? This is the war right here, okay, of the Romans and the Jews. Okay, the real Romans. The real Romans aren't who we call Edomites. They are not. That is a hijack. The real Romans are the Romans, which is Hebrew, which in Hebrew. So maybe we'll go back to that Hebrew chart and we'll type in Rome or Roman and we see what we get. We'll see what we get. But it's the point that is the pomegranate. Remember Moshe sent them dudes to the city to see who was keeping the covenant. The proof of it was the pomegranates. Those were the fruits of the Most High. If you were growing pomegranates in your land, and you were following the Most High's laws and commandments. So therefore, Roma was actually the pomegranate, right? Or the apple when we talk about what's that city that we talked about that was near Nova Scotia. Okay? The pomegranate, the apple, Nova Scotia. That's Israel. That's Jasher. That's Ephraim. Okay? So, therefore, dodge your own damn hijacks, man. Much Ahab, Shabbat, Shalom, Shalom, one more time. One time for Ab Shalom. Alright? One time for Aboriginal. Alright? So, y'all download that Britain Septuagint, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. You can learn this, you can actually break down your Hebrew just from here. From your Strong's Concordance, you can break down your Hebrew. Alright, and then you can also, Strong's Concordance giving you all, check how we do it, right? Israel, right? That's how it says, right? But when you break it down, it's Yisrael. Yisrael is Yashar. Yash. See, they They see they'll hijack you a little bit, but you can always find your way home. So it's Jasher. Jasher is Jasher. You see that? Well, you see the Y-I-S-R-A, Jasher. Jasher. Yasharael. Yasharael is Israel. You see that? You see it for your own self, right? You see it for your own selves. Alright? Posterity. Also typically of his posterity. Posterity means what? For the future generations. This is particularly for the future generations. Okay? Jasher. Alright, man. Y'all keep your head up, man. Stay tuned up. Always vibe up, man. And when anybody approach you with that 440, man, hit them over the head with some real shit. Get them back. Get them back. Get them back up to the 432, 9 above, man. Alright, Ahab, bro. Ahab. I see y'all in a minute. Steadfast. Okay? Steadfast. Alright, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's something I have to say, but it's just not coming to my head. So, all is well, people. All is well, and y'all continue to rise.